Howdy, hi. It is Do Your Job Sports MLB Rundown Picks and Predictions for Saturday, April 12th, 2025. We are looking at the best bets of the day. Let's get into the video. All right, first things first, we're going to recap the previous day's results. Still got one game left outstanding. So as we stand currently, 2-1 on the day so far, bringing our season record to 61 and 62. Our two winners so far, with the over 8.5 runs in the Astros and the Angels game. This one started off very, very, very slow with only one run through the first 3 innings. And then Houston just went on and hit the over by themselves, as they are currently winning this game 14-3 in the top of the ninth. Houston has 16 hits. Let me go through their players and see who's actually doing the damage. Yanier Diaz, 5 ribbies. Isaac Paredes, 3 hits. Yordan Alvarez with 2 hits. How about Cam Smith with 3 RBIs? It's really the whole team. The only guys who haven't done anything, Jose Altuve has done nothing. Chas McCormick has a pinch hit, so you know something's going well. And Dubon, you have also done nothing. So this was kind of free. They scored 17. We had the over 8.5. We then had Cardinals plus 120 on the money line, fading Philly after that really weird late delayed game in Atlanta. It turned out to be the right move. Philly did not score. Andre Palante went 7 innings, only gave up 2 hits and struck out 4 guys. Cardinals win this one 2-0, but that is our only loser currently on the day. We had the over in that game. I thought Aaron Nola would get shelled. He went 5 innings, gave up 5 hits, struck out 7, gave up 2 runs. The Cardinals had a ton of base runners. They just couldn't get anybody through to the plate. 9 hits. They had 6 walks. Just could only score 2. So we lose on that over. Then the game we currently have is still going on. We have 2 bets in. It is the Rangers minus 125 on the money line in the under of 7 runs. Neither of these are looking very good. The Rangers are currently losing 1-3 in the bottom of the 4th. So I'm going to have to hope for a miracle Rangers comeback, or that there are no more runs scored in the rest of this game. To be honest, I'd rather there be no more runs, because that's the one I laid less juice with. No more runs is a minus 115. Rangers is obviously the minus 125. So hopefully both teams just don't score and we go 3-2 on the day. Then we also did have one more set of bets, but that game got postponed. We had Toronto and Baltimore with the over, and we had Toronto on the money line. But that game did not happen, so bets got refunded. And that is how we are currently 2-1. All right, let's get on to the picks for tomorrow. First game we are looking at, it is the Tigers taking on the Twins. I'm taking the Tigers on the money line minus 110 and the over of 8.5 runs. Tigers currently 8-5 on the season. The Twins are 4-10. Now, that is assuming that the game they are currently playing ends at the current result. It is currently 6-5 Tigers winning, so those are what those records are concluding with. Now, the Tigers have Jackson Jobe on the mound, who is 0-0 this season with a 5.0 ERA. Been pitching pretty well, all things considered. He's really not going to be a mainstay in this Tigers rotation. Obviously, the Tigers have one of the best starting rotations in all of baseball. So if he wants to stay up here, he's going to have to continue to pitch well. Going against someone who sucks and probably shouldn't be in the majors, Chris Paddock, 0-1 with a 14.73 ERA. This dude has made 2 starts. He has pitched a total of 7 innings. He has more walks than strikeouts. He's gone 7 innings, struck out 4, walked 6, 12 earned runs, 3 home runs given up. He's horrible. In the 2 teams he played, he has pitched against Houston and the White Sox. How are you giving up 9 runs to the White Sox? That should be grounds for execution. The Tigers, they're actually playing pretty good baseball recently. They beat the Yankees in a series. They swept the White Sox. They beat the Mariners in the series. The only real blemish on their resume currently is a loss to the Dodgers. They lost all 3 games, 5-4, 8-5, 7-3. But it was opening series and it was against the Dodgers. So what do you really expect? All right, so I'm going to take the Tigers and the over. Chris Paddock sucks. Tigers are playing good baseball. Twins can't hit. Twins are probably the second worst team in the AL Central. AL Central, in my opinion, goes Guardians at 1 because we're the GOATs, then the Tigers, then the Royals, then the Twins, then the White Sox. All right, on to the next game. Next game we got, it is the Phillies and the Cardinals. I am not taking a money line bet here. Just going to go with the over of 7.5 runs. Phillies 8-5 on the year. Cardinals 6-7. Their first game was a little weird just based on the Phillies not having a great travel schedule, seeing as though the game in Atlanta didn't end until 1 in the morning. So here, I'm still not going to take the Phillies. I still don't think they're caught up on sleep. Their arms are probably all thrown off from that. So I'm just going to take an over because we have 2 pitchers on the mound who are currently not very good at baseball. Phillies have Christopher Sanchez on the mound, who is 0-0 with a 4.09 ERA. Going up against Miles Mikolas, who is 0-1 with an 11.25 ERA. Mikolas also made 2 starts. He has only gone 8 total innings, 4 strikeouts, 3 base on balls. He is giving up everything to the opposite field. He is not allowed a homer, but dudes are barreling the ball off of him. The 2 teams he has played, Boston and the Angels, not exactly 2 powerhouse offenses, even though the Angels have been hitting the ball well. It's really not 2 teams who should be getting absolutely clocked eye. So I'm going to take the over here. Christopher Sanchez, nothing to write home about. The Phillies offense is something to write home about. Schwarber's good, Turner's good, Harper, Bohm, Castellanos, Realmuto, Stott. Those are bats you have to be concerned with. And to be honest, same thing with the Cardinals. They bat better at home. You have to get through Nootbaar, Donovan, Arenado, Burleson. Victor Scott's having a good season. And then Thomas Sagassi. I don't know who you are, brother, but you're hitting 455. So keep doing your thing. All right, no money line, just the over. Next game we're looking at, it is the Brew Crew taking on Diamondbacks. I'm taking the Brewers plus 155 on the money line. I don't know what this line is or why it's so disrespectful. The Brewers have a massive pitching advantage, and I think they're just overall the better team. So I was very confused when I saw this. Really don't know what's going on, but I'm going to hop all over it. Brewers have Chad Patrick on the mound, 1-0 on the season with a 2.46 ERA. The Diamondbacks rocking out Corbin Burns, 0-1 on the season with a 5.79 ERA. Corbin Burns, so far this year, he has played the Nationals and the Yankees. He pitched better against the Yankees than he did the Nationals. He's given up 11 total hits. He's given up 2 home runs. In both of his outings, he only went 5 innings and 4 1/3. I don't really trust this Diamondbacks bullpen to come in here and be able to shut anybody down. And in game 1 of this series, the Brewers are winning 3-0. The Brewers have one of the better bullpens in the league. I like Chad Patrick as a starter. And their team's full of a bunch of veteran bats. You have a young guy leading off with Jackson Chourio. You then got Christian Yelich, old man, always injured. Contreras, solid catching bat. Rhys Hoskins knows what he's doing. Sal Frelick, another young guy. Joey Ortiz, no idea. Isaac Collins hitting 278. And then Bryce Terang, rounding it out, 296. Probably the best 9 bat in the entire league. The Diamondbacks, they're still banged up. You have Ketel Marte out for a little bit. The bottom half of their lineup is where the main problems come from. You have Eugenio Suarez, who has 4 home runs, but if he's not hitting a dinger, he is striking out because he's hitting 156. Jake McCarthy, one of the worst dudes in the league currently, even though he had a great season last year, hitting the ball like shit. He's hitting .038. Him and Garrett Hampson got to be sent down to the minors to figure out how to hit a baseball. I don't think they're going to win many games with this lineup, especially with Corbin Burns rocking an 0-1 record, 5.79 ERA. Given the Brewers, this price is just ridiculously disrespectful. Just in case Chad Patrick does have a bad outing, though, give me the over 8.5 runs. All right, final game here. It is the Giants and the Yankees. I'm taking the Giants plus 115 on the money line and the over of 7.5 runs. If you watched any baseball today and looked at scores, you saw the Giants just open up a can of whoop ass on the Yankees. They scored 9 runs. This game didn't even finish. They ended it in the 6th because of weather. And the Yankees said, nah, we're good. You guys just take this dub. We're going to leave now. Marcus Stroman only went 2 1/3 innings, gave up 4 hits, 5 earned runs, and he walked 3. I low-key think Will Warren could do the same thing. So give me the Giants, give me the over. Giants 10-3 on the year, one of the better teams in baseball to start off. They have Jordan Hicks on the mound, 2.38 ERA. Going up against, I said, Will Warren, 0-0 on the season, rocking a 6.0 ERA. This Giants team, man, they're good. Their bats are good. Their bullpen is good. They have decent starters. They're an old team. They just know how to win. Jordan Hicks, he, like I said, 1-0. He's pitched 11 innings so far this year, 11 strikeouts, only 3 walks. Will Warren, he's pitched 9 innings, struck out 9, and he has walked 5. Jordan Hicks, his 2 games were against Seattle and Houston. 2 teams that do strike out a decent amount, and Seattle can't hit the broadside of a barn. So you can probably take out that most recent start. But against Houston, he went 6 innings on the road, only gave up 1 hit against a really good Astros lineup. Will Warren, his 2 teams were Pittsburgh and Arizona. At Pittsburgh, 4 innings pitched, 6 hits, 4 earned. That is not very good because Pittsburgh sucks. The one bad thing about this Yankees team, yes, some days they will just go out and score 10 runs, but this team is very, very strikeout heavy. Goldschmidt, very old, strikes out a ton. Aaron Judge, he's either going yard or he's striking out. Bellinger, I think he sucks. They only take him because he's a left-handed bat. He can just hit it to right field and have like a 340-foot home run because that's just how the Yankees stadium is built. Volpe I like. Jazz Chisholm, I don't really know. I didn't like the pickup. Austin Wells used to bat leadoff. Now he kind of sucks, hitting 189. Peraza, don't know. Trent Grisham, I hate that guy. But I get the better pitcher. The Giants scored 9 runs the previous day. I don't think the Yankees are any good right now. They just lost a series to Detroit. Give me the Giants, plus 115. And just in case, give me the over, 7.5 runs. Maybe the Giants score 9 again. Maybe the Yankees come back pissed off and they score 9. I don't know. Give me the plus money. Give me the over. And that's going to do it for me in this video. I appreciate you guys watching and tuning in. I will do a score update on the Mariners and the Rangers game. It is currently still 1-3 in the middle of the 5th. So hopefully nobody else scores. All right, that's it for this video, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.